Most people think becoming rich happens all at once. One day you're struggling, the next day you're wealthy. But that's not how it works. The biggest changes don't happen when you buy a Lamborghini or step onto a private jet. They happen much earlier. A few $1,000s changes your stress levels. A few 100,000 changes your confidence. A few million changes your freedom. And tens of millions can completely change how the world treats you. Today, we're looking at what life actually looks like at every major net worth milestone, from $0 all the way to 100 million. Let's start at the bottom. At zero net worth, money controls almost every decision. You check your bank account before making purchases. A broken phone feels like a crisis. A surprise expense can wipe out weeks or months of progress. Most people at this stage aren't focused on growing wealth. They're focused on surviving. The challenge isn't finding the best investment. It's making sure rent gets paid. It's getting through the month without falling behind. Time also feels different. A single day of missed work can have real consequences. Financial mistakes are expensive because there's no cushion to absorb them. At this level, the goal isn't luxury. The goal is stability. $10,000 might not sound impressive. On social media, people spend that much on watches. But for most people, reaching 5 figures is a huge milestone, because this is where emergencies stop becoming disasters. Your car breaks down, your laptop dies, you need to travel unexpectedly. These situations are still frustrating, but they're no longer life-changing. For the first time, you have breathing room, and that breathing room creates something incredibly valuable. Options. You can start thinking beyond next week. You can make decisions that benefit your future instead of just your present. It's a small number compared to what comes later, but psychologically, it's one of the most important wealth milestones. Crossing 6 figures changes the way you see money. Up until this point, most progress came directly from your work. You earned money, you saved money, you accumulated wealth. But now something interesting starts happening. Your money begins helping you. Investments grow. Retirement accounts increase in value. Compound interest starts becoming visible. The gains may not be massive yet, but they're noticeable. This is also the stage where many people stop feeling financially fragile. A setback no longer sends them back to zero. For the first time, wealth feels achievable instead of theoretical. The path becomes clearer. The process starts making sense, and confidence grows along with the numbers. $1 million is the milestone everyone talks about. Movies talk about it. Books talk about it. People dream about it. But reaching $1 million often feels different than expected. In many parts of the world, $1 million net worth doesn't mean unlimited luxury. A large portion may be tied up in a home, investments, or retirement accounts. You might still drive a normal car. You might still work a regular job. But something important changes. Fear loses its grip. You know that a single setback probably won't destroy your finances. You have flexibility, you have security, you have time, and those things are often more valuable than expensive possessions. At this level, money starts buying freedom rather than products. At $5 million, the conversation changes completely. Many people at this level could stop working if they wanted to, not because they're spending recklessly, but because their investments can potentially generate enough income to support their lifestyle. This is where financial independence becomes reality. Work becomes a choice rather than a necessity. People begin prioritizing experiences over possessions, time over money, quality over quantity. A person with $5 million may not look dramatically different from a millionaire, but their daily life can be very different. $10 million unlocks an entirely different world. This is where specialized services start appearing. Wealth advisors, tax strategists, private banking, exclusive investment opportunities. The average person shops for products. People at this level are often evaluating opportunities. The question is no longer, how do I make more money? It's, how do I protect and grow what I already have? The focus shifts from accumulation to optimization. Small percentage gains can represent hundreds of thousands of dollars. Every decision carries more weight, and every mistake becomes more expensive. At $25 million, wealth becomes visible. Not necessarily because someone is showing it off, but because their lifestyle naturally changes. Private flights become realistic. Luxury travel becomes routine. High-end services become normal. Many institutions that once treated you like a customer now treat you like a client. Relationships become more personal. Access becomes easier. Doors open faster. Networks become one of the most valuable assets money can provide. Very few people ever reach this level. At $100 million, life operates on a completely different scale. You can invest in businesses rather than stocks, acquire companies instead of products, fund major projects, support large charities, build things that outlast your lifetime. The focus shifts again. First, it was survival, then security, then freedom, then optimization. Now, it's legacy. How will this wealth be used? What impact will it have? What will remain after you're gone? Because once everyday financial concerns disappear, people often begin searching for something money alone cannot provide. Meaning. Most people spend their lives chasing a number. 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, believing that once they reach it, everything will change. But every level solves some problems and introduces new ones. The truth is that wealth isn't a destination. It's a series of stages. And the most important changes are rarely the ones you can see. They're the ones you can feel. The reduction in stress, the increase in freedom, the ability to choose how you spend your time. Because at the end of the day, money isn't valuable because of what it buys. It's valuable because of the choices it creates, and those choices are what truly change your life.